So the first one is Clint Boyer's 2018 throwback. I mean, it's mostly that it's literally just dark blue with a whole bunch of writing on it. There's not that much specialness to this car. I mean, there's not anything much else to say about this car, but I mean, it's basically just dark blue with a bunch of writing on it. So let's move on. The next one, this is my 9th least favorite diecast, is this one. This car could have so much potential, but anything that went wrong, went wrong. I mean, honestly, if this could have been, like, in my top 10 favorite ones if they just played this right, but they didn't. Like, this bacon, the red, I mean, this front, if you just look at this front, it looks so good, and then the rest of the car is trash. I mean, if they could just do, like, total red across the whole entire top instead of this bacon thing, and not do that and change it, or this car could have been so much better. But they obviously didn't try, or didn't care. Just a little sad. And they were making this scheme, and this could have been so much better. Because, I mean, you're looking at this front, you're like, oh my god, this could be something. And then you slowly peek around to the side, you see the red around the number, a little weird rectangle. And then you see the bacon. Oh my god, just no thank you. Actually, let's put them on back here. Yeah, there we go. And my 8th least favorite car is this one. I mean, it's not that bad. I think it might be the PTC mold that makes it look bad, and the front for it. But let me say something. These are my opinions, so they're not yours. This is my opinion. You can disagree with me, but there's something off with this car that I don't like. I don't know exactly what it is, but it just doesn't look as good as some cars do. But that is my 8th least favorite car. And now let's move on to the 7th least favorite car. It's Danica Patrick's 2018 GoDaddy car. Oh, and this one was the 2019 McDonald's paint scheme for him, and the 2018 Patriotic. I mean, from the front, this car's looking pretty good, and then you get to the back, and I mean, you could have just put the whole car green, and it would have looked way better, but you decide to put this black thing with this weird, like, cut where it's not actually up the car. It's, like, weirdly around under that. And then you have this weird thing where you put the back, like, more green, so then the GoDaddy logo can be like that. I don't know if there's anything where logos have to be in front of, like, Monster Energy has to be in front of black. I don't know if, like, there's anything about that, but this car could have had so much potential, just like this one, but they failed to do it. Like, this black right here, they could have just put it all green, all this light green color, and it would have looked so much better than it does right now. But they decided to make this creation. So let's move on to the 6th least favorite diecast. I mean, there's not much to say about this one. This one might surprise you, but it's literally just, and I know I was saying about this one, but this yellow, like this car, this neon, it isn't that great, and then there's no design whatsoever. Maybe that's how Wood Brothers goes, but for me, like, Some of the other ones, at least they look good when they don't have anything. I mean, this is even Wood Brothers, this Penske, but I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing that special. They really just had a yellow car and put some decals on it. There's no, like, little designs or anything like this little guy or these white lines right here or anything like that. There's nothing. It's really a yellow car with the brands that sponsor him to pay to be on the car. Red spoiler, red splitter, and then a little line across the car. That's it. Not that special to me. Now let's move on to the 5th least favorite diecast. Chase Elliott's 2018 Napa regular scheme. This one speaks for itself. It's pretty obvious why it will be here. There's too much going on, too many lines, and they noticed that. So if you look at the 2019, 2020, 21, there's none of these cuts right here. I'm pretty sure it just goes right to the hood. And there's not all these crazy lines everywhere and all this. It's more just basic. And as there gets to be a little bit of glitter on 2019 scheme. And then 2020, I don't believe there was any. In 2021, there obviously won't be. Well, there better not be. But the glitter just ruins this car. It's all over. It's so terrible. And then I got some paint chips that even more ruin it, but that's not what I'm grading it on. Yeah, there's just too much going on, especially with that glitter. Now let's move on to my 4th least favorite car. It is Denny Hamlin's, any of his ones. It doesn't have to be freight, office, ground. Any of his FedEx 2018, 2017 schemes. And 2016 might be. I don't remember. But this, like I've said, I've bashed this car multiple times, and I'm going to bash it again. Purple, orange, with no white base coat. No thank you. No thank you. What even is this? Like a 6-year-old scribbling? Like, what is this? Okay. 3rd least favorite diecast. This one's too crazy. It's crazy. Got this weird point right here. More weird lines. This weird cut in and out and back. Cut around the top. Nice. Would it be nice that that was a very weird accent. I don't know what I just said. It would have been nice if they did like a cut around and this back part was also purple. And they didn't, and they cut right there too. And they didn't do all these weird lines and all this. Could have had some potential. Oh yeah, and if you notice, we're in a different location. I'm not at my house right now, but that is not the important thing. Here is my 2nd least favorite diecast. It might just be the white inside, but gray and red and this white. I'm sorry, Kurt, but this isn't working out. And then even more gray right here. This is a disaster. Disaster on wheels. And then to help with that, we have another 2018 throwback. This one is 2019 throwback. This one, most least favorite diecast of all my paint schemes and everything. This is my least favorite one. Yeah, I don't know what they tried to do here. Did just the hood black. And then black and yellow, you already know. It's probably not going to work. Weird lines across the bottom. Looks like it just looks weird. And then black, it doesn't go on the roof or anything like that. It just goes around the sides like a bald person. I'm making up weird things here. Doesn't go all the way around the back. It stops right there. But this diecast, I could bash on it for hours. This thing is a disaster on wheels, even more than this one is. And then we have a few honorable mentions. we have our first honorable mention that would have been on there in 10th first. We have this one. It might be the PTC mold again, because those are terrible. But honestly, I think if this background was white, it would have looked way better. But there is just something about this, like, as you can see, I really hate the ones that have, like, a hood that's dark and the back that's dark. Like, it's going through, but it doesn't go through. It skips. Literally, like, every single car that I don't like has a roof that is different. Or, like, skips through. And you'll see that on the next honorable mention. This one right here. Like, what is this? Orange right in the middle? I mean, this one doesn't look too bad, but if that was black, it would be way better. If they figured out how to make this top black. It's really like a little orange island in the middle of black. Just doesn't make sense. This one isn't so bad. But this right here would have been nice if they made this like the rainbow continue or something. Would have been nice if they had done that, but they have their weird red decklet right there. That's the only thing that I have a problem with this diecast. It's actually not that bad. Really like it, to be honest. And then the third one, this one isn't that bad also. But there's just something about this, like this dark green all over. I mean, you can see how it's like cut off right there and there's white, but the top is green. Like I said before, I have a lot of problems with cars that don't have like right lines. Like this should also, the blue, it would have cut across and it would have been like right here. But right here they just have the green. And the blue is sort of weirdly like sitting there, like just chilling on the C pillars. So that's honestly pretty weird. So let's get these guys all lined up here. Making a whole party. Okay. Thank you for watching the video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.